I could just end my life. I could... No, I don't want to do that. Don't do that. That's a dumb thought. But I could do it. That could get me out of this pretty quickly, actually. I mean, I wish... Really, it was this crazy mushroom trip experience, which I don't know if we want to put that in or not, but... Yeah, I mean...
Will people take it the wrong way? Will my sponsors drop me? What will my friends think?
He didn't remember his own name. He didn't know where he was.
A lot of people are going through hard times.
Those faces were changing in front of me.
Especially right now in the state of the world. This experience was so profound to me that I needed to tell the story.
California, here we come!
We're having one of my first ever film premieres.
First of all, it's weird leaving Hawaii.
Peak winter, but I think it's healthy for me.
Cleaning your dirty ass car.
Step away from the vehicle while you dust it. You're dusting it inside the vehicle.
Cleaning your messes.
First fight right there. I worked on a film with Mudwater. It's about my whole brain injury experience and the healing process behind it. Get a little bit into how psychedelic mushrooms helped me. It's gonna be a wild experience, and I'm excited for the whole world to see it. It's pretty powerful. I cried. You might cry.
Stopped and got some mental ahi tuna wraps from Nalu and sandwiches for the plane, so we don't have to eat shitty plane food. What do I love most about California? Other than Tati.
I love Erewhon.
Pretty much everything in this store is good for you and the highest quality. Oh, look at that Mudwater. My favorite aisle, the chips aisle. Blue chips are like my favorite thing ever, but they have canola oil in it. It's really bad for your brain. Most things have canola oil in it, except for these guys. I trust these guys. Alright, let's go. Alright, we made it here to California. I am walking into a podcast with Chris Keener and Kyle Thurman.
You eat dinner on.
I eat dinner on this guy.
Gonna talk about the Mudwater film and psychedelics. Should be a pretty sick conversation. Everything was numb. I couldn't feel any feelings. And I'm naturally such a happy person that it was really weird for me. I didn't have control of my thoughts. I went to a therapist and was trying to tell him what was going on, and basically they just tried to get me on antidepressants. For me, growing up so close to nature, I knew that my body had the answers, and I didn't want to take any pharmaceuticals. In the past, I've had amazing experiences with psilocybin. So I decided that I was going to go with my brother into this place that's just completely off the grid, hours away from anyone, no cell service, so you can really just disconnect and connect to the nature power source. I wanted to take a large dose of mushrooms and just see if I could heal my head injury myself. It was nice to have my brother there, and I just really went into it. You're gonna have to watch the film to see what happened, but it was such a profound experience for me. Brought me out of depression, out of my head injury set me off on the direction I'm on right now.
Beautiful Californian sunset here. Tomorrow's the premiere. Getting kind of excited and nervous. It's gonna be super cool. There's gonna be a psychedelic therapist expert there who used to work with MAPS, and she'll be doing a Q&A, kind of telling me more about what actually happened with my experience. It's actually a little swell. Maybe we should go surf tomorrow.
Today's the day of the premiere. It is 6:30 in the morning. We're up early because we're psyched and we're feisty. Riding off of that pipeline energy, we're gonna go surf. Just hope it's just top to bottom tubing. Looks like we're driving through an apocalypse right now. Jump in, we go surf.
How sick that little wedge is. Get a couple of waves before the premiere. I don't know if you saw that. Luckily I had a GoPro, but I got the craziest wave. Like, sitting out there was nothing going on, and then just out of nowhere, boom! Good day. Whew, good way to start the morning. I'm ready for tonight. Got one of the best barrels of my year so far. Ben saw it.
I saw it. Kind of like one of those long Skeleton Bay barrels.
It'll just surprise you. That's why you just gotta get out there. Doesn't matter what it looks like. Just gotta get out there.
After that whole build-up, the anticipation to release this.
We're here. This is the big night. I'm a little nervous and excited. A lot of cool people are rolling through.
When Mudwater throws an event, you know it's going to be unique and exciting. Everyone is drinking Mudwater. Very energized and excited. Chris Keener got on the stage and led everyone through an amazing breathing exercise.
Find some room to stand. Okay, and we're going to do some breath work. The breathing part of this, again, is not really that challenging. If it was, you guys would probably conk out and fall on the ground, and I don't want that. We don't have that insurance for tonight. So we'll just do a nice, light, easy breathing sequence. Let's root our feet in the ground. Stand firmly. So breathing in through your nose or mouth, either way. And then releasing as we bring our hands down. Good. Breathing in. Releasing. Keep that going. Breathing beautifully into an exhale. Keep breathing. Bigger, fuller, big, deep breaths. If you fall now, someone next to you will catch you. You may get a little lightheaded here. That's all right. It's all part of this. Let's begin to bring our arms up so your hands are right in front of your chest. These agents of all of our doing in the world, the things that we bring into the world, our work, our choices executed through these hands. And let's close all of our fingers except our pinkies so that your pinkies are alone standing out. The pinky is a promissory finger. It's the finger we use to promise things on the schoolyard when we're kids. I invite you to bring in a promise to yourself, a promise to another, and we'll slowly extend now our ring finger, and this is the finger of commitment. Who are we committed to? Who are you committed to? Maybe this is a partner. Maybe this is a time for you to be committed to yourself, tucking that very awkward finger back, and now bringing up this beautiful middle finger, this tall, wonderful middle finger in all of its glory. Pointing that finger towards me, eyes still closed. This is the picture I've always wanted to take. People are gonna wonder what went wrong tonight, what went wrong. Who are we saying off to? Are we saying goodbye to? What are we letting go of? What no longer serves us in the world? Transitioning now to the pointer finger, this intentional finger of pointing. What are you pointing towards? Breathe that in. What is your North Star? What do you believe in? What are you excited about? Breathe that in. So we move on to the thumbs. Thumbs up, thumbs up. We're gonna end with what is going great in your life right now. What is awesome. Now the biggest breath ever, breathe in, breathe in, breathe in, hold. And now we're gonna do this. Exhale with this sound. Hey. Now look around at the person next to you and go, hey. And give them a smile. That there breath work was dedicated to this guy here, Koa Smith, who's, if there's a thumbs up in living form, it is that man right there. Without further ado, resurfacing Koa Smith.
Really cool hearing different people's emotions throughout the film, the laughter, the tears. In the end, everyone was so amazed by the turnout.
One more time for Chris Keener and Koa Smith, everyone. We have a special conversation coming up. I think that right now we're in the midst of the second psychedelic revolution, and this will likely be one of the greatest positive changes we see in society in our lifetime. They offer us choice, right? They are neuroplastic. They allow us to see different options in front of us. And I think that if enough people get access to this kind of therapy, it really can change the trajectory of humanity as a whole. With that, I'm going to welcome up Dorna Purang, who's the former clinical trials leader at MAPS, and Koa Smith. We're going to have a little chat right now.
Psilocybin downregulates and decreases the activities in these areas known as the default mode network. And this creates the opportunity for new neural connections to be made. So if you think of your mind as a snow-covered hill, when you stand at the top of it with your sled and you go down, and you do that, say, 200, 500 times over and over again, eventually you're gonna make a path that you're gonna just go down every single time, no matter how many times. You're set there, and so it becomes a very hardened groove. So think of that as like your neural pathways and your neural connections. So if you have a repeated thought, a repeated way of thinking, and a repeated pattern, you're gonna pretty much always go down that neural groove. And so you can think of the psilocybin or psychedelic as like the snow that's covering that hill for the first time. When you have these new perspective shifts, you can then take it with you and integrate your experience. What I really loved about the documentary was that it emphasized that it was like this shift that triggered a major lifestyle change that was what ultimately gave the outcome that was desired.
How's it feel now that it's out?
It felt good. It was weird watching it with all you guys. Like, and then mixed with like Chris's breathing, and I was all loopy, already about to fall over. So.
I know that you mentioned to me that when you were talking about your head injury and the feelings that you were having, you were really surprised by how many other people were saying to me too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, when I was going through like the concussion healing process, I was feeling all these new feelings that I was normally was in control of, like anxiety and depression and just fear and just like my brain just going crazy, out of control, couldn't control it. And when I try to tell people about it, 99% of people were like, bro, me too. And I was like, whoa, like a lot of people are going through these emotions, a lot of humans are, and imagine not being able to talk about it. I think psychedelics need to be deeply respected. My whole goal with releasing this film is letting people know how profound my experience was. Through this psychedelic experience, it cured my deep depression and my brain injury in one sitting. I think a lot of people are going to be relating to what I was going through. This life is so special and so unique that it's so worth living. And I hope this just inspires people deep down to know that they can heal. Huge special shout out to the Mudwater family for not only supporting me, but backing me on this journey. For the full experience, you guys please go check out Resurfacing. We'll put the link in the description and the link at the end of this video. Please share your story in the comments below. I really want to encourage people to speak about their experiences, and love you guys. Thank you for your support.